I did go to open days for nearly all of them. I don't think I went to the Bristol open day, but I made sure that I knew a lot about the course and the university before I applied to all of them. When I went to Oxford, obviously you can't visit 30 colleges in a day because that's just completely unfeasible. I think I visited 3. So I just picked the one that I liked the most out of those 3 to apply to, because you might as well choose the one that you have a preference over. And anyway, I didn't get into that one anyway. I got into a completely different one that I've never visited, so I only know about it through the internet. So yeah, I would suggest definitely look around your university, make sure you actually like the vibe that you're getting from it, but don't stress too much about knowing the ins and outs of absolutely every aspect of it.
I went on open days for universities that I didn't end up actually applying to. So a lot of universities I visited, I don't know, it put me off applying to them. I didn't apply to Exeter even though I visited it. I didn't apply to Birmingham even though I visited that. And then I ended up applying to universities that I hadn't visited, but I thought, why not?
But that's a good reason to go.
It is. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't apply to universities I visited, that's not to say I'm not going to go to an open day. Because the flip side of that coin is I could have applied to Exeter and I could have gone, and I could have realised I didn't like it and dropped out. So, yeah, do the open days, especially do the open days for Oxbridge, and I would also say St Andrews if you are thinking of applying, because they're so niche and they're so different to the other type of university experience that you can expect to get. Oxbridge in particular, but yes, St Andrews is so like isolated, and it has the kind of, it's a very self-contained place, so you'd really get a feel for the place if you went on an open day there. So yeah, they are informative open days regardless. They're very worthwhile doing, but yeah, it's the expense sometimes as well.
These guys were more informed than me. It's difficult to go on open days when the place you're applying to is in a different country. So there are systems. If anyone here is wanting to apply to an American university, I'd point you to a place called Fulbright, which is basically mediates interaction between UK and US universities. And they hold various conferences and seminars and things. And I went to a conference in which I went to talk to representatives of the university I was applying. So it is about as good as you can get, other than looking at pictures and videos. As for English ones, I visited Cambridge, and I missed the deadline for the. Also get on there early because so many times that I miss a deadline that is just really becomes a bit irresponsible, really. Yeah. But they book up quickly, especially. For example, Imperial College London, I looked at it, it's like book a place, and then looked at it a week later, gone, full. Yeah. And that was like 2 months in advance. So get on them quickly.
And often at open days they have talks that you can go to and listen to someone speak at you for a half an hour or something. But I actually found that not going to those talks and just finding a member of the staff and just grilling them for half an hour was more useful than that. So just like, if you want to go to an open day, have a list of questions that you're going to ask, just find someone and just literally stand there for half an hour, just ask question, and then you'll get more knowledge out of it.
Earlier the better, I think. Especially if you're, like, I reckon at the end of year 11, year 12 is a really good time to go, just because that gives you an idea about where you want to head. And then it gives you something to work for in your AS levels, which is then the grades that basically determine which university you can get into. So, yeah.